Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inside Talk Show. I'm Carla Elizondo. We're continuing the reading of Neville Goddard's Feeling is the Secret. We're on chapter 2 entitled Sleep. This is such a good chapter. We'll probably spend 3 days on it. We'll read a couple pages a day. Let this soak in. You'll thank me later. All right, chapter 2, Sleep. Sleep. Can you hear me? Yes, okay. Sleep. Sleep, the life that occupies 1/3 of our stay on earth, is the natural door into the subconscious. So it is with sleep that we are now concerned. Do tell more. The conscious 2/3 of our life on earth is measured by the degree of attention we give to sleep. Our understanding of and delight in what sleep has to bestow will cause us, night after night, to set out for it as though we were keeping an appointment with a lover. That's how important sleep is. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumbering upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction. It is in sleep and in prayer, a state akin to sleep, that man enters the subconscious to make his impressions and receive his instructions. In these states, the conscious and subconscious are creatively joined. The male and female become one flesh. Remember, we talked about this. The conscious and subconscious, the masculine, the feminine, become one. The parents birth children, the results in our life. How things are created outside to become, how did we get here? Egg and a sperm. How does anything get created? Conscious, subconscious, working together as one. But Neville's getting into the importance of sleep. All of us, hopefully, get 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night. That's when our conscious thinking mind and all of the 5 senses, see, hear, smell, taste, touch, are out. It is the subconscious feminine world in which all the seeds are planted and give birth the next day to everything that we planted. But it's a process. They work together, the conscious and the subconscious. But sleep is so important. It's 1/3 of our lives. In sleep is when we process. In sleep is when the new, neural pathways are sown. The sleep, that's why Carl Jung, Sigmund Freud, any psychologist, anybody in the health field really knows how important sleep is. We repair. We rewire. That's the potential for it. That's why we must treat it like it's the most important lover we're going to meet. So it says, so in sleep and in prayer and a state akin to sleep. So really, when you're sleeping, when you're meditating, or you're praying, or kind of like dozing off, if you've ever been in a real relaxed state, it's these times that we enter the subconscious and we make our impressions and receive them. That's when we impress. We make the impressions. That's when we take what we've been in our awakened state, conscious state, and we impress it on the subconscious mind. In these states, the conscious and subconscious are creatively joined. The male and female become one flesh. Sleep is the time when the male or conscious mind turns off from the outside world. Of senses, see, hear, smell, taste, touch, we're off, to seek its lover or subconscious self. Down here, subconscious. The subconscious, unlike the woman of the world who marries her husband to change him, has no desire to change the conscious, waking state, but loves it as faithfully and reproduces its likeness to the outer world of form. So this is the woman or the wife. Doesn't try to change her husband, and this is all just metaphorical. She's like, honey, whatever you want, whatever is yours, baby, I'll do it. And the subconscious does it. But what are we putting in the subconscious mind is the issue. Just like the soil, Mother Earth doesn't care what you plant in it. It will just grow it. She will come together and get all of her nutrients to do anything she can. to make that seed grow. She don't care. She doesn't judge you. She doesn't try to change your mind. She doesn't say, are you sure you want to plant carrots? Are you sure you want to plant sweet potatoes? And once it's planted, she doesn't change it. She doesn't say, no, I want bananas instead of apples. No, she just takes it. So the conditions and events of your life are your children formed from the molds of your subconscious impressions in sleep. The conditions and events of your life are your children formed from the molds of your subconscious impressions in sleep. Keeping with this metaphor, conscious, subconscious results, outer world, the things in your life. Father, mother, child. Babies. We produce, we give birth to ideas. How many times have you heard, or maybe you have said this, if you're artistic or you create things, you write a book, you write a song, you play a role in a movie, or you start a business, you're an entrepreneur, whatever it is. And people say, well, what's your favorite song you've ever wrote? What's your favorite song to sing? What's your favorite character you've ever played? And you'll hear it all the time. I can't just choose one. I love them all equally. They're all my babies. It's my baby. Oh, it's an idea outside of your body that's now visible to the world. You are the creator. You gave birth to this. And we do treat them like children. They are our children, but they were birthed from that 2-step process, conscious, subconscious, then it produces. If both stages aren't present, that's when we get problems. Because regardless, she gonna produce. The subconscious never sleeps, but in sleep is really when things happen because we're not aware. So we have to be really conscious of that. So the conditions and events of your life are your children, formed from the molds of your subconscious impressions in sleep. They are made in the image and likeness of your innermost feeling, and they may reveal you to yourself. Let's all just take a moment right now. All of our results, our babies, every result in our life are made in the image and likeness, which means they represent our innermost feeling. So everything in our life comes from our innermost truth feeling. So they can reveal ourselves to ourselves. They can reveal us to ourselves. I've certainly been in this position. I think that I thought that I was confident. I thought that I was secure. I felt like it. I thought I loved myself. I thought I had faith. I talked like it. I walked like it. I looked like it. But the results in my life, the babies, didn't. So I could think all I want. I thought I was faithful. I thought I was confident. I thought I was whatever. But out here, the results weren't matching. Something was off. I was in discord. I was not congruent. I wasn't in alignment. Remember, these all have to line up. This was an idea, say, over here. This was a feeling over here. And then this just is chaos. The results I had in my life were from the deep feelings, the thoughts that I had. So anything in your life is a reflection of how you feel about yourself, about how you feel in general. Remember, even if you are feeling a different way about someone else, your subconscious doesn't know. It just reflects the feeling that you dwell in. What feeling are you dwelling in? And you don't got to beat yourself up. Don't get scared if you get anxious. Just be aware and flip it. Start getting emotionally involved in a more positive thought. even when there's poopy things going on, even when the outside world is chaotic, you have control of your inner world. Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor Frankl. I will say that till the end of time. He was in a concentration camp, the most atrocious. His whole family was murdered, including millions of other people. Horror. But yet, he realized that amidst all of that horrendous tragedy, he could focus on positive things. And he moved forward in his life and became one of the greatest psychologists, psychiatrists in the world that we're still reading and will forever probably read. Man's Search for Meaning. Read that book. So as in heaven, so on earth. Remember, as in heaven, so on earth. As in the subconscious, so on earth. Whatever you have in consciousness as you go to sleep is the measure of your expression in the waking 2/3 of your life on earth. Whatever you go to sleep with in your conscious thinking mind, you will wake up the next morning and that will be your experience of the next day. We get more into that in the further reading, but it's so good. Just remember that. Whatever you have in your subconscious as you go to sleep is the measure of your expression in the waking 2/3 of your life on earth. Nothing stops you from realizing your objective except your failure to feel that you are already that which you wish to be, or that you are already in possession of the thing sought. It says, nothing stops you from realizing any goal or dream except your failure to feel it. You can believe it all you want. Believe it logically, intellectually. Believe it all you want. But if you don't feel it, if you don't feel you're worthy, if you don't feel like the star in your own movie, if you don't feel like a success, if you need the success outside and then you'll feel it, woo, you're in for a tough ride. That means you're letting the outside world affect you. Reverse it. You are not at effect. You are at cause. You are the cause. The thought and the feeling comes first, then it's produced in the world. You must feel, emotionally feel like you are a success before you get the success. Feel like you are a success. Feel like you've achieved what you already want. Feel like you have it so deeply in your heart and your emotion that there's butterflies in your stomach, and feel it. Then you'll see it. You don't see it and then you feel it. How many times has that happened? You are successful in the outside world and then you might be high for a minute. Was that it? Oh my God, I'm depressed. What's the meaning of life? That's living from the outside in. We must live from the inside out. Feel it first, then you'll see it, and it'll be true and it'll last. Because you can say, well, yeah, I want stuff and I feel great. It's not lasting. You have to chase the next thing and the next thing, and it's like an addiction. This is how you reverse it. This is an infinite well inside, forever and ever, and we're in control of it. Doesn't matter what happens on the outside. All right. Where was I? Okay, whatever you have in the subconscious, you go to sleep in. Okay, nothing stops you from realizing your objective except your failure to feel that you are already that which you wish to be, or that you are already in possession of that thing that you were seeking. Your subconscious gives form to your desires only when you feel your wish fulfilled. Again, I just can't say this enough, and we can't study this enough. Every day, let's study this, because we've surely been studying the default programming of the world for all of our lives. When people say, I don't need a program, I don't need to study, I don't need to do this, you are on a program. We are all on a program. It's either the default of the world, and looking at it right now, no thank you. That's not the program I want to be on. I want to choose my programming. So it doesn't have to be with what I study or studying with me. Pick one, pick a good one. I don't care where you go. Just get on a program. Don't let this fool you That if you don't pick a program, you're just not. No, you are on a program. We're all running a program. It's just a matter if you picked it or not, if it's a good one or not. What are your results? You'll know. So it says, your subconscious, where our heart is, our psyche, our subconscious gives form, our outside results, objective results in the world. Your subconscious gives form to your desires only when you feel it, when it's really in your heart, when you feel like your wish is fulfilled. The unconsciousness of sleep is the normal state of the subconscious, because all things come from within yourself, and your conception of yourself determines that which comes. You should always feel the wish fulfilled before you drop off to sleep. You never draw out of the deep of yourself that which you want. You always draw that which you are, and you are that which you feel yourself to be, as well as that which you feel as true of others. Remember, we learned before, that's why it's so important to think the best in yourself and the best in others. To be realized then, the wish must be resolved into the feeling of being or having or witnessing the state sought. This is accomplished by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. The feeling which comes in response to the question, how would I feel if my wish were realized, is the feeling which should monopolize and immobilize your attention as you relax into sleep. If nothing else, you guys, do this every night this week. Just try it. See if anything changes. Before you go to sleep at night, no matter what your day was like, before you go to sleep, consciously think of what you want, your hopes, your dreams, your desires, and get emotionally involved with them. Read a book, read this book, anything by Neville Goddard. So ask yourself this question right before you go to bed. How would I feel if my wish were realized? How would I feel? And don't just say the words logically. Don't say happy, successful, relieved, joyous, confident, at ease. Don't just say it, feel it. And if you have a hard time, this is a very easy way. Think back to a time where you did feel relieved, where you did feel confident, right? We do that all the time. Like, yeah, I remember I forgot how great I am. I forgot my potential. Tap into a past win to get you in the feeling of it, and then just like impose that on your new dream and your new desire. You must be in the consciousness of being or having that which you want to be or to have before you drop off to sleep. Once asleep, we have no freedom of choice. Once we're asleep, we have no freedom of choice. Hello. Sometimes we wish we did in our dreams. Our entire slumber is dominated by our last waking concept of ourself. It follows, therefore, that we should always assume the feeling of accomplishment and satisfaction before we retire. Come before me with singing and thanksgiving. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving and into his courts with praise. Your mood prior to sleep defines your state of consciousness as you enter into the presence of your everlasting lover, the subconscious. She sees you exactly as you are, yourself to be. If, as you prepare for sleep, you assume and maintain the consciousness of success by feeling, I am successful, you must be successful. Lie flat on your back with your head on a level with your body. Feel as you would were you in possession of your wish, and quietly relax into unconsciousness. Do this today if you have nap time, if you have a little downtime. Lay flat on your back, close your eyes, shut off all your senses, and just feel as if your dream and your wish and your desire already came true. And it's not particularly to make it happen. It can just be a way to escape the hell that you're in. A mental health trick and tool. I give this to my clients. It helps. Heaven and hell is not a place you go to when you die. Heaven and hell is a place here and now between your ears. Where are you living? We can truly live in heaven. I'm in heaven. Heaven on earth, baby. Where do you choose to dwell? This is important. We have the next bit tomorrow. We'll continue reading Feeling is a Secret by Neville Goddard, the sleep chapter. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday so far. I am pumped for this week. We're rolling out a couple new things. By we, I mean me and a couple people I collaborate with. We're doing a live tonight. If you want to catch it, it's at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about mindset, how to live from the, from the inside out as opposed to the outside in, shutting off the five senses, all the stuff we talk about. So it's going to be on Instagram Live tonight. I'll be on my Inside Talk show, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern. Hop on there, ask any questions if you want. As always, I offer free calls every single day. If you want to consult, see any offerings I have, if I can help you, if you're at a place where you're ready to really dig in and do the work, kind of up level, if you're, trying to work through, navigate through something, I can help you with that for sure. I've been doing it for a long time and the changes in my life are so amazing. And I just love teaching this stuff. So please schedule a free call in the link on my bio page. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful Monday.